Hello everyone, welcome back to the tutorials again. So in previous session we were discussing the examples on the consolidation. So in today's session we are going to discuss few more examples which about the consolidation and a few examples on compaction if time permits. Okay. Anyway, please pay attention over here. So this question was asked in December 2015 question paper, and it was asked for 8 marks. So you can go through a problem which they have asked. A clay layer 6 meter thick. So there is a clay layer which is 6 meter thick, subjected to pressure of 50 kilonewton per meter square. If the layer was a double drainage and undergoes 60% consolidation in 2 years. So there is a layer which is 6 meter thick, which was applied with the pressure of 50 kilonewton per meter square, and which is having the double drainage, undergoes 60% consolidation in 2 years. Determine the coefficient of consolidation if coefficient of permeability is 0.015 meter per year. Determine the settlement in 2 years. So we have to find out the coefficient of consolidation as well as the settlement in 2 years. Okay. So now, first of all, let us note down the data which they have given. So small t is equal to 2 years. So time taken for 60% consolidation is 2 year. Height of thickness of the layer is 6 meter. As it is a double drainage, 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3 meter. H is equal to 3. H naught is equal to 6 meter. This is very important because initial thickness is 6 meter. Now U is equal to 60% means 60% consolidation is there. What we have to find out? We have to find out total settlement in 2 years. Total settlement in 2 years. Before that we have to find out coefficient of consolidation also. So we need to find out coefficient of consolidation as they have given over here. Now we know that TV is equal to pi by 4 into U divided by 100 square. So we have to find out this TV so that we can able to find out this CV. So TV can be found like this. So TV is equal to pi by 4 into U divided by 100 square. So pi by 4 into 60 divided by 100 whole square is equal to 0.282. 0.282 is the value for TV. Remember, wherever the important point is there, I have marked it as a important, as well as substitution part. Wherever the important substitution parts are there, I have marked them as a important. So H naught is equal to 6 meter. I have marked it as important. U is equal to U. We have to substitute in percentage. So I have said it as a percentage. So 60 divided by 100 whole square is equal to 0.282 is the value for TV we have got. Next, CV is equal to TV. CV is coefficient of consolidation. Sorry, coefficient of volume change. So CV is equal to TV into H square divided by T. This is equal to 0.282 into H by 2, that is 6 by 2 whole square. As they have given it as a double drainage, we have to consider it as a 6 by 2. So time taken is 2 years. So we have substituted this in meters and this in years. That's why the unit for CV will be meter square per year. This is very important units. You have to mark down correctly. Next, MV is equal to K divided by CV into mu W. So coefficient of volume change MV, K divided by CV into mu W. So K they have given in meter per year. So you can see over here K they have given in meter per year. So meter per year also only we are substituting, as CV is also there in meter square per year. So both the units are same. So 0.015 divided by 0.423 into 9.81. So MV is equal to 0.0036 meter square per kilonewton is the answer. Now settlement in 2 years. There are various formulas for settlement. So the most suitable formula is based on the MV. So delta H is equal to MV into delta sigma dash into H naught. So delta sigma dash is the applied stress, that is 50, which they have given. So MV here in this case is 0.0036. So we have calculated it over here, into 50 into 6 is the thickness of the layer. So here you have to substitute the initial thickness of the layer. No Ramage condition should be considered in this case. We have to directly substitute this value of H naught. Should not have to divide it by 2. So if I substitute it directly, then settlement in 2 years, delta H is equal to 1.084 meter. 1.084 meter is the settlement in 2 years. Now, this is the settlement in 2 years on 100% consolidation. This is very important. So this point you need to understand. So whatever the settlement which we have found out in 2 years is for 100% consolidation. But what is the settlement for on 60% consolidation? We need to find out. So for 60% consolidation, settlement is equal to zero point 0.6 into whatever the settlement for 100% consolidation is there. We have to multiply it with 0.6. Then only we are going to get the settlement for 60% consolidation. Okay, so they have asked about the settlement for 60% consolidation only. It undergoes 60% consolidation, so we have found for 60% consolidation only. Remember, there are very few important points which you need to note down here. Is first one is this, you can see H naught is equal to 6 meter. Here substitution of H naught should be 6 meter, and whatever the value of delta H is there in 2 years, it is for 100% consolidation. But you can see they have asked for 60% consolidation, so we have to substitute it for 60%. We have to calculate it for 60% consolidation by multiplying it with 0.6. So remember this. I hope you have understood this particular problem. This particular problem is very important, a simple one but little bit tricky. Okay, anyway, we will move to the further problems. You can see over here. Further, following data was obtained from consolidation test on two specimens A and B. There are two specimens A and B. So pressures applied on each specimen is 100 and 150. Equilibrium wide ratio for specimen A is given. Equilibrium wide ratio for specimen B is also given at 100 and 150 pressure applied. Okay, so for specimen A, the equivalent wide ratio is 0.535 and 0.48. For specimen B, it is 0.63 and 0.615. The initial thickness of specimen A was 30 mm and specimen B was 20 mm. So these are the initial thicknesses of specimen A and B. If time taken for the specimen A to reach the 50% consolidation is 1/3 of that required by specimen B. This you need to understand. Time taken by the specimen A is time taken by the specimen A to reach 50% consolidation is 1/3 of that is required by specimen B. If specimen B takes 1 hour, then specimen A should take 1 hour divided by 3, that is 20 minutes, okay, to reach the same degree of consolidation. Find the ratio of coefficient of permeability, that is ratio of K, of two clay specimens. Okay, two clay specimens. Now what they have given is HA, thickness of specimen A 30 mm, thickness of specimen B 20 mm, degree of consolidation is 50%. So they have mentioned thickness of specimen A 30 mm, thickness of specimen B 20 mm, degree of consolidation is 50%. TA, thickness of specimen A, time taken by specimen A to reach 50% consolidation is one third of time taken by specimen B, that is TB divided by TA is equal to 3. Okay, so now we know that what they have asked, find out the ratio of coefficient of permeability. So to find out the coefficient of permeability, we need to find out mv. So mv can be related to coefficient of permeability. We know the formula. So mv can be related to coefficient of permeability. Now to find out mv, we have the formula like this, that is E1 minus E2 divided by 1 plus E naught into 1 divided by sigma 2 dash minus sigma 1 dash. For specimen A, for specimen A, mv can be calculated like this. So initial void ratio is 0.535 minus 0.480 divided by 1 plus 0.5 into 1 divided by 150 minus 100. So which is going to give us 7.166 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square per kilo Newton. Meter square per kilo Newton is the mv for specimen A. Similarly, for specimen B, mv for specimen B is 0.63 minus 0.615, 0.63 minus 0.615 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 0.630, that is initial void ratio. Okay, so you can see over here, after substituting all these data, we are going to get the answer for mv for specimen B is 1.8405 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square per kilonewton. Now TVA should be equal to TVB. So time taken by the specimen A should be equal to time taken by the specimen B, because TVA should be equal to TVB because 50% consolidation, that is same. TV will be same for specimen A and specimen B. Now for TV we are having the formula like this: CVA into TA divided by HA square, which is equal to CVB into TB divided by HB square. So in same way, if I substitute the values, I am going to get the ratio for CVA and CVB. CVA and CVB, I am going to get the ratio. Why I need to calculate this ratio? Because you can see, to calculate the K, that is coefficient of permeability, I am having the formula like this, that is Cv into Mv into mu W. So this is the formula. Mv we have already calculated, Cv we need to calculate, that is we have calculated by this manner, and mu W is the common thing which is there, that is 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. Now I can calculate the ratio of CVA divided by CVB, because time taken is not given, TA, TB, all the things are not given clearly. So time taken is 3 times they have given, they have not clearly mentioned about the time taken by specimen 1, time taken by specimen 2, all those things. That is why CVA divided by CVB ratio I need to calculate. This point is very important. You can note down this point just for understanding. Now for K we are having the formula like this: Cv into Mv into mu W. So they have asked us to find out what they have asked us to find out the ratio of coefficient of permeability of two clay specimens, ratio of coefficient of permeability of two clay specimens. So two clay specimens, coefficient of permeability ratio we have to find out. So Ka divided by Kb, in same manner I am going to substitute the formula Cva into Mva into mu W divided by Cvb into mu Wb into Mv B into mu W. Mu W and mu W both are going to get cancelled. We are having this ratio, so this ratio we are having, so CVA and CVB ratio we are having. So once we use these ratios, we can able to calculate the answer. So the ratio is 6.75 into MVA we have found out, that is 7.1661 into 10 to the power minus 4 meters square per kilonewton. MVB also we have found out. MVB is equal to 1.8405 into 10 to the power minus 4 meters square per kilonewton. So same we are going to substitute over here, and we can find out the ratio of Ka and Kb. Just you need to be very cautious in this particular type of problems, because they have not clearly mentioned about the time taken by specimen A and time taken by specimen B. They have just mentioned about the ratio of time taken. So as they are mentioning the ratio of time taken, we have to calculate these parameters. We have to calculate these parameters, that is CVA and CVB values in ratio itself. Okay, so make sure that you have understood this particular problem. Little bit tricky problem, but it has been asked for 8 marks in previous years, so you have to understand it very carefully. So just I will brief the problem. So in this problem there are two specimens. 100 and 150 was the pressure applied. Wide ratios, initial and final wide ratios for both the specimens they have given. So even they have mentioned the thicknesses of both the specimen. Specimen A's thickness is 30 mm, specimen B's thickness is 20 mm. Percentage of consolidation is 50%, which they have mentioned, and time taken is they have mentioned in ratios. So you can see over here, A to reach 50% consolidation is time taken. For specimen A to reach 50% consolidation is one third of that required by B. Okay, so like this they have mentioned. So based on that, we have just written the ratio over here. We have just written the ratio over here. You can just go through it, and based on this ratio we have calculated on the remaining datas. Okay, so what they have asked us to find out, they have asked us to find out the coefficient of permeability. So formula for coefficient of permeability is given over here. So actually this is the formula for MV. So MV is equal to K divided by CV into mu W. So just we have modified it to make it suitable to calculate K value. So like this we have calculated. Now I would like to tell you a very important thing which you need to do before my next session. That is, you need to go through the compaction test which is there previously in this unit only. So standard Proctor test or modified Proctor test, so both the test procedure and all the things will remain same. So you have to go through those tests. You have to understand how to draw the curve. I have explained it in previous sessions. I have explained it clearly. So you have to read that point once, and then you have to see the next video lecture. Okay, so that we can solve the problems on that compaction curve very easily. So these problems which I have marked are from previous year question papers. So make sure that you studies the basics first, and then you listen to my next video or you view my next video. Okay, so make sure that you read the compaction standard Proctor test and compaction curve. So we'll stop here. In next session we are going to solve the problems on compaction curve. So one or two problems we are going to take, and we will end up with this particular unit. Thank you.